My name is Mr. Anthony Herrera. I am the Assistant Director for the TRIO Upper Bound program at Nevada State College. So I want to go ahead and let my colleagues introduce themselves. So let's have Ms. Mesa go first.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Herrera. I am currently an interim advisor here with Trio Down, and I'm really excited to get to know you guys and ready for all of you guys to come on board.
Thank you, Ms. Mesa. And then let's have Dr. Williams.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dr. Kimberly Williams, and I'm the Director for TRIO Programs Upper Bound here at Nevada State College. I'm so glad that you're with us today. Our goal is to make sure that students have a successful transition through high school into college and beyond. So the fact that you've taken time out of your schedules to learn about this outstanding program called TRIO makes me very happy. So welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Our program, the TRIO Upper Bound program here at Nevada State College, we're pretty much a program that's here to try to help our students that are in high school and prepare them, give them the skills and motivation needed in order to graduate from high school, one, and then second, go into college and be successful in college as well. So we're going to go ahead and go really deep into our program, go talk about the ins and outs. So here's our table of content of what we're going to discuss today. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some of the main components that we have in our program, starting off with college planning. How many of you know exactly the path that is needed to get to college? So if you don't know what you want to study yet, if you don't know what you want to go into, where you want to go to college, what are the grades that are needed, what are the test scores that are needed to go to college, that's what we do. We sit down with you one-on-one, we figure that stuff out. So we figure out, okay, I'm really interested in this, I want to go to this college, it costs this amount, I need this GPA, I need this test score in order to get there. So that's what we help with our students. The main important part is college planning. With that, hand in hand comes your academic planning as well. So we need to make sure that you're getting the GPA that you need in order to get to that college. You need your test scores in order to get accepted into those colleges, right? And like I said before, think of us as your counselor. Right now, your counselors are probably have caseloads anywhere from the hundreds to 200 students per counselor. With our program here, the TRIO Upper Bound, we pretty much have anywhere from 20 to 30 students at a school, okay? So our caseloads are way lower than what your counselors are. So we're able to give you that more one-on-one attention when it comes to asking questions about your academics, asking questions about college. If a student has a question about a certain school that they want to go into, a certain program, if we don't know the answer, I mean, we could most likely have people that we could reach out to and they could give us the answers about the certain schools. But for the most part, everybody in here, we've been around when it comes to different colleges and what they require and what you need to do in order to get into those schools, okay? But again, academic planning is really important. Next up is financial planning. Not only financing your college, but also financing your life and getting ready to finance your life, right? How many of you heard of college is expensive? You guys have heard of that before? You know, college is really expensive. I don't know how people afford it. You know, those are things that people talk about. So we try to ease that by showing you that there's ways to pay for college. If you come from a low-income family, first-generation family, you don't know the ins and outs of paying for college, we try to make sure we give you that information and show you the ropes when it comes to showing you how you can get that money, right? There's financial aid, which is the FAFSA, and you'll learn what that is moving forward. You'll learn about scholarships, you'll learn about grants, and on top of that, you'll also learn how to finance yourself. So how to save, how to open a bank account, what are best ways, good practices when it comes to saving up money, if it's for college or if it's for if you start working and so on, okay? So those are things that we want to make sure that we're talking to our students about on a daily basis or at least every semester, okay? And then the next thing is we have our career planning. So this goes hand in hand with your academic planning and your college planning. So career planning, a lot of times students don't know what they want to study, and that's perfectly fine. We know that there's students that come into their senior year or even freshman year of college and they still don't know what they want to study. We try to figure that out with you. We try to see what your hobbies are, what are things that you like, and we try to see if there's a career where you could go into college and get paid for that, right? So we always hear the students want to go to become a doctor, they want to become a nurse, and those are all great careers, really great careers. But a lot of times there's careers out there that students didn't even think existed, and it's things that they love to do. There's hobbies that they love to do that they could turn into a career by going to school. One example I always bring up is sports. I love sports. Earlier today, I was giving the staff a fun fact about sports, how we're going to have all the different major league playing today, right? That's a big example. But in sports, there are some jobs in there that you do have to go to college for. Sports marketing, if you want to become a physical trainer with some teams. And that's something that we try to talk to our students about. What do you like to do? Okay, cool. Let's see what kind of careers you can get out of what you like to do, right? So those are things that we'd like to talk with our students. If you're a great student, there could be a possibility. So if you have a great GPA, you have a good test scores, there could be a possibility that the school will pay, or you will go to school for free because some of those expenses will be paid off, right? But there's also other ways to get free money, even if, there's more ways to get money, and that is one of the ways. So next up, we want to talk about some of the things that we like to teach our students. First one is STEM education. This is really important, especially right now with everything going on. STEM education stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, right? So right now we're all on GoToMeeting. We're all on this platform. You're able to see us. You're able to see me present the PowerPoint presentation. This is all science. This is all computer science, computer technology, engineering, mathematics. Literally, it's STEM, right? So we try to expose our students to the STEM programs in order for them to get a taste of what it could be like working in the STEM fields. The STEM fields right now is taking over. It's going to be something that we're going to need forever and ever. Technology keeps evolving, science keeps evolving. So we want to make sure we're introducing STEM education to students. So even if you're not going to go into STEM, even if you're going to go into something in the arts and the social arts, it doesn't matter. We want to make sure that we introduce you to STEM so you get that type of exposure to that type of education. Tutoring, we do have free tutoring for our students. We have free tutoring online 24/7 with tutor.com. So every student that joins our program, you're going to give you a password and a login information for tutor.com, and you'll have access to a tutor 24/7. So if you get out of school, chill for a little bit, eat some food, watch TV, but maybe around 3:30 or 5, you want to get on and speak with the tutor, we have that opportunity for you with tutor.com. Now, if meeting with the tutor using that online service is maybe something that you're not really into yet, we do have our own tutors available with our programs to help you out. We also have access to help you out with your SATs, your ACTs, and your PACTs. So as a junior, once you all become a junior, the ACT is going to be the exam that everybody takes. And that's your entrance exam for most colleges. They see your ACT and figure out what kind of classes you're going to take your first semester at those schools. So it's really important. We have boot camps, we have programs that we purchase, we have tutors that come and help you get you ready for the ACT. And again, just how I said it before, it's never too early to start getting ready for your ACT. The next thing we talk about for this semester and next, the spring semester, we have this thing called Saturday College. Saturday College is where we bring you out to Nevada State College and you take classes such as math, English, science, elective courses, and you get to have a feel for how it would be to be a college student because we bring out our students here to Nevada State. You eat breakfast here, you have lunch here, we have workshops, and you go to your regular classes that we'll put you in. Now, because of COVID, we have to move virtually, but you'll still get the same experience. You will still have your math, English, science, elective courses. You will still meet with your teachers that we hire in our program. We still feed you all. We still feed our students, even though we're not seeing you. We try to figure out a way to feed our students as well. So if you like food, we try to feed you. So we try to make sure we give you as much of a college experience as we can. So that way you get a feeling for it and you know how it's going to be when you go to college. So these are just some examples. And we do have a summer program. It starts in June. Usually we just had ours. It was from June to July, and it was a 6-week program. So same concept. You meet with your teachers online, you take classes, and then we usually do a trip. We didn't do a trip this year. We usually have a culture trip at the end of the 6 weeks. But if you do our summer program, we do have a half a credit for an elective course. So it can count as a half a credit for an elective course for your schools. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Ms. Mesa, and she'll talk about our experimental learning.
I sure will. Thank you very much. So we don't just focus on all academics. That is our main priority. But also when you're applying to colleges and when you're applying to scholarships, they look at something outside of your academics. So we focus a lot on your academics, having good grades, our tutoring services, which are 24/7, all year round, our in-person tutors that are there to help you with anything that you need. Us, we're there for you. But experimental learning gives you a well-rounded education because, yeah, we provide a lot of academic, but we also provide a lot of different experiences with our college visits, like Mr. Herrera slightly mentioned earlier. And I'm going to go a little bit more into that when it comes to that. So our college visits entitle, going all over, so you can get the feel of being there, cultural experiences, experiencing exactly what that college has to offer in regards to not only the majors that they might, give you a pamphlet and they're going to be like, there you go, read it. Like, that's what we have. No, we take you there. So you're like, okay, this is where I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to be learning. These are the people that I'm going to be going to school with. This is something that I like. Or maybe, when you're there, they talk to you about something that you maybe never thought of. And you're like, hey, that sounds like something I would like to do. That sounds like something I'm interested in. And that's exactly why we do that. So you can step out of your square and experience something that maybe you would never been able to experience if it wasn't for the program. So that way you can have all of these endless possibilities and you're not just boxed into maybe what you thought you wanted to do but weren't completely sure. We also do a lot of field trips. So when we take you guys to all of these college visits, for example, for our summer trip last summer, we went all the way up north. So we visited Reno and then we passed over Northern California, San Francisco, San Jose. We visit 2 or 3 colleges in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we do something fun, something exciting, because we want you guys to also enjoy being with us. We want you guys to have fun. We want you guys to experience those things. We went, for example, to a professional soccer game while we were up there. And for a lot of our students, that was the first time that they were in a professional environment of any type of sport. And it was an incredible experience for all of them. And it's not, it's not just about academics, but it's also about you exploring and getting to know life a little bit and getting to know things outside of your everyday life that are going to provide you with knowledge and skills that are going to help you in the future as well. And then volunteering, like I mentioned, well-rounded stuff. A lot of times when you're applying to colleges, when you're applying to scholarships, they make you write essays or they tell you to give them any type of experience that you have. And volunteering comes in handy. They want students that are not able just to provide with good grades, but they're also able to do things for their community. They're willing to help. They're willing to do all of these things outside of academics. They're willing to go beyond what is just expected of them academically, and that's what we're trying to teach you here as well. Some of the pictures that you see right there, the top one, we were able to take our students to a behind-the-scenes tour of the MGM. They were able to see how the industry works, the culinary aspect of it, hospitality, tourism, all of that. And then the picture under that was a community service event that we had during the holiday season last year. And we went with the Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth, and we helped them pack a lot of supplies and little gifts that they were going to provide to the people that they help out. Our students were there. They were having a great time. They were having fun with each other, all while they were helping their community, and they were providing something beyond just their academic skills. And now we're going to go ahead and move over to how to join the program. So you're like, oh my God, this is cool. I want to do this. You should. Definitely, 100%. I agree. We back up that message. I approve it. So how do you do that 5 years of steps? The application is what comes after the interest form. After you turn in your application, then we're going to set up an interview. We're going to go over your application. We're going to reach out to you. We're going to set up an interview with you and your parents just to get to know you guys a little bit better. Nothing scary, don't be scared. And then from there, a couple of days later, you may get an acceptance letter, more than likely. After that, you just have to have fun. So in reality, you only have like 3 stops left. You're so close. Might as well just get to that finish line. We got you. Don't worry about it. And then we're just all going to have fun. How do I join? The cost, completely free. So all of those things that we're telling you, they're completely free. This does not come at a cost to you. This is a federally funded program, which means that somebody pays for it. It is not you. All you have to worry about is showing up, doing your work, because what you put into the program is what you receive out of the program. So the more that we see you trying, the more that we see you present, the more that we're going to be willing to provide all of these fun activities because you guys deserve them. That's our @name @NSC Trio Works. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter as well. We have pictures, we have videos, our highlights of everything that we did last summer. And if throughout, any of the process you have any questions, you can always contact us.
And then, yeah, and again, we're meeting everybody virtually, but hopefully one day we get to meet you in person. So maybe if you join the program and we do like a parking lot meetup at one of your schools, we'll be able to meet you in person. But obviously right now we're all virtual. Okay, so I think that's all I have for today. Thank you all, and have a great day.